It's a decision that outraged the victim's family. Tonight, Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey gives us a closer look at some of the evidence gathered in this case.
This is the detailed plan that investigators discovered when Joshua Dainauer was arrested for murder in June of 2022, starting with the gear he'd need, ending with how he'd escape. Dainauer was accused of entering this Fairfax City home in the middle of the night and fatally shooting nonprofit CEO Gret Glyer as he slept next to his wife, the couple's 2 young children asleep in other rooms. On Thursday, a judge accepted a not guilty by reason of insanity agreement for Dainauer, meaning there will be no trial, no prison. The victim's family fiercely opposed.
The Commonwealth's attorney made clear to the judge that my family objects to the not guilty by reason of insanity plea that was recorded, and despite their knowledge of our objection, they moved forward with the plea.
The Glyer family points to the written plan submitted at the hearing as evidence Dainauer knew what he was doing in spite of his mental health issues. In chilling detail, Dainauer lists the gear he'd need, including a Glock loaded, a mask, and ski goggles. On the drive, he notes he will clear his phone and computer and load the chamber. In the house, he writes, quick fire, multiple rounds, finishing shot. The escape reads, hop fence, clothes and trash bag, get on 66 as soon as possible.
There was a premeditated nature to his crime. The killer planned the attack with a step-by-step procedure of how he was going to both kill my brother and get away with it.
Mental health experts for both the defense team and the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office evaluated Dainauer to assess his sanity at the time of the crime. They report he began experiencing mental health issues back in 2012, sometimes making delusional statements or experiencing hallucinations. The psychologist report says Dainauer once briefly dated Glyer's wife and came to believe Glyer was, quote, the Illuminati and had forced her into marriage. In describing the shooting, Dainauer told the psychologist, quote, in 2018, I was like, I need to eventually kill him. I thought he'd forced her to marry him. I think I fired like 10 times. I wanted to make sure he was dead. But both psychologists reached the same conclusion about Dainauer's sanity. One writing, Mr. Dainauer was experiencing the symptoms of a mental disease or defect that rendered him incapable of understanding the nature, character, or quality of his actions or distinguishing right from wrong. The Commonwealth's Attorney's Office telling News 4 those findings meant they would not be able to meet their burden of proof if the case went to trial. And so that led to the not guilty by reason of insanity agreement. Joshua Dainauer will come back to court in mid-May. The judge will receive an updated report from doctors and then decide where to place Dainauer, likely in a mental health facility. Then Dainauer will come back every year for updated reviews, and the judge will determine whether he will be given more freedom. In Fairfax County, I'm Julie Carey, News 4.